Hello again, it's Lynne Jacob, founder of MLJ Coaching International and author of the 7 Simple Strategies for Success. I've been covering strategy number 5, which is find, hire, train, and retain them. Lead an all-star team. And I've covered the find, the hire, the train a couple of times because it's that important, and the retain portion in earlier videos. And what I'm going to talk about now is how to lead that all-star team. Now, I want you to clearly understand that I'm not expecting every team to be just full of stars. What I am suggesting, though, is that you have some really key players and you have some solid workhorses, because I've been on teams, sports teams before. My children have been on sports teams, and we may not necessarily be the star of the team, but we're good contributors, we're good producers, we're good workhorses, as I say, and that's a very key component to every team. That's in the foundation, right? The strength of the team. So when we've got this all-star team put together, then the next step, and the most important, the underpinning, all these, the foundation, all these bricks that keep everything in place, is our ability to lead this all-star team. And I call that becoming a championship leader. And that's all about you. And I could give you a couple of tips in here, but I could go on and on for hours on this, because I do when I'm training in my higher end programs where we get together for 2 days of training at a time. And the biggest thing here, though, is that communication, if I can give you just one important tool here, then it's communication. Communication is not only speaking, and speaking clearly, and it is that, of course, but it's also listening. And I'm sure that you've heard the expression, we were given one mouth and 2 ears, right? So that's an indication that we're supposed to be doing twice as much listening as speaking. And I would agree with that statement. There are lots of great books out there that I recommend you get your hands on, and you just start studying all of the different ways that people are suggesting that you communicate. But I want to give you a step right here that you can take with your team, because something that I hear very frequently is, I told him very clearly what it was I wanted him to do, and then he turns around and he does something completely differently. Okay, they understood through their filters what you were saying through your filters. Okay, so you've got your idea in your mind and you speak it through your filters. They're listening to you, but all of the words that came out through your filters are going in through their filters. And what this means is, well, when I say this, then it means this. And he's hearing, okay, well, when people say this, what they really mean is this. So you give instructions and it becomes very different what their end result turns out to be. So what I recommend to my clients all the time, and I'm going to recommend to you, is when you're giving instructions, then you want to say, now, just to be sure that I made it very clear what it is that I want to say, will you please share with me, or please tell me what you just heard me say? And there, now you get to hear from him what it was he heard you say. And I'll tell you, in the beginning, they'll say, no, I got it. Great. And just so that I'm sure that you got what I was trying to say, please tell me what it was. They'll get with the program in a very short order. But the thing is that you've got to insist. This is new for them. So you've got to gently insist that they tell you what it was that they heard you say. And then you have an opportunity to correct that, because they didn't get it in the way that you hoped that they would. It's not their fault. It's not your fault. It's the poor way that we have for communication these days. So that's all about you becoming a championship leader. And let me tell you, that's just the tip of the iceberg. So this is Lynne Jacob of MLJ Coaching International. helping you too to lead an all-star team. Let's talk soon.